did the frog cross the road? Well, today, I'm hoping we're going to find out. Hey everyone, I'm Jeff. Yes, I am a Xennial. And today, we're going to play some Frogger. I hope you're excited. I don't expect this to be a super long video. The game is pretty simplistic, but first we're going to talk a little bit about some history of the game, and then we're going to do a little bit of gameplay. We are just playing the classic, the original Frogger game. But before you click away or jump ahead or whatever, let me just tell you why we're doing this. So my channel's a retro, nostalgic kind of channel. I talk about cartoons a lot. I talk about some games, some video games, and I talk about toys and other retro nonsense. Recently, I have been watching a pretty somewhat comprehensive watch of the Pac-Man the animated series. So if you're interested in that, there's like a whole watch along that you guys can come and watch it with me on YouTube or over on the Patreon. And to follow that up, we're going to be doing a quick dive into some of the Saturday Supercade shows. So Saturday Supercade, while Pac-Man was the first to market with a game-to-screen adaptation, Saturday Supercade, that was on ABC, and CBS wanted to respond to that. So the next year, so in after 1982's success of Pac-Man, in 1983, CBS came out with the Saturday Supercade, and they went all out. I mean, not Pac-Man, but they got everyone else who was doing popular video games at the time. So they made a what do you call it? It's almost like an anthology show of various video game properties. So they had a Donkey Kong cartoon, they had a Frogger cartoon, they had a Q*bert cartoon, they had a Donkey Kong Jr. cartoon, and they had a bunch of stuff. They had all sorts of stuff. They had 6 or 7 different other cartoons, all from varying publishers. So we're going to be doing a reaction to not all of that, but to some of those. And we're going to talk about that later on. When that episode comes out, there'll be a link to it down below. But in the meantime, as we prep for our next reaction, which is going to be Frogger, I'll probably have 2 episodes reacting to Frogger cartoons. Not all of the episodes are available anymore. They're kind of like lost media. But we're going to watch what we can of Frogger the show. Before we get deep into the original-ish lore of Frogger the show, let's look at Frogger the game. And we'll talk about the cartoon in that next video. We'll talk about, later sort of iterations of the Frogger lore later on. That is for future discussions. For right now, I just want to talk about the game that became a hit and inspired the cartoon that we're going to watch very shortly on this channel, and inspired frog fans everywhere to cross the road. Okay. With that said, if you want to jump ahead, go look down below. There are chapter times everywhere, and feel free. I'm not going to mind. doesn't affect me in the slightest. So let's talk Frogger. So reportedly, and this is sort of newly come to light information, newish. There is actually a true story that inspired Frogger, where Konami designer Akira Hashimoto was stuck at a traffic light one day in early 1981 and watched a frog trying to cross the road. He pulled over and helped that frog, and there lies the inspiration for Frogger. Maybe that's true. It seems like a weird thing to lie about, but it's possible. So Frogger is, of course, a game. It's from Konami. And it was distributed by Sega, developed by Konami, distributed by Sega, and it was a massive early arcade hit. So it came out in 1981, and if you are unaware, the game sort of is kind of like most people would know, like a Crossy Road. That essentially is a clone of Frogger. So you can see a little bit of gameplay here. You're a frog. You're trying to vertically from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen cross the hazards in front of you. So you're trying to cross this road here. First, you're trying to cross the road, and you are avoiding cars and race cars, bulldozers, dune buggies, motorcycles, buses, and trucks. And then you get to the river section where you are trying to avoid, you can jump on the turtles' backs, some of which turtles go underwater, and you jump on the logs, and you're trying to get to those 5 different sort of recesses at the top of the screen where you can, safely land your frog. In later levels during the water sections, you'll get alligators, snakes, and otters who, try to get you. For the alligators, yes, you can jump on the alligators. You just can't jump on their heads. And the game has this real snappy, if as soon as you die, you want to play again. Kind of very early, like with a lot of these early arcade games, like with Pac-Man. Just one more turn is it's super addictive. For the crossing the road portion, obviously you can get run over and squashed by the cars. For the water section, if you fall in the water, I know you're a frog. It doesn't matter. You're going to die. The only other thing to note, I think, is in the original is that in the water section, sometimes another frog will show up on one of the logs. And if you hop over him, he'll jump on your back and you can take him to the top for a bonus. And sometimes a dragonfly will appear in the top recess, and that's another bonus. I'm not sure if it's in this version or later versions or just ports of this, but also the crocodile heads. Sometimes crocodiles appear in the final, the home bases. So it's not all safe and sound up there always. And then after you cross, you fill up all 5 spots, and then the level sort of resets, and it's difficulty is increased. That's the game. That's the game. But so it was a big hit in arcades, and then it got a bajillion ports to home consoles, which were a new thing. So Parker Brothers had the rights to release the cartridges for home console versions. All of the various console versions of it, Parker Brothers released. And then Sierra did the disc, and I guess there might have been some cassette tape versions of it. But Sierra did those other releases of the title. The music in Frogger is kind of revered. People kind of love it. I don't know. I think it's fine, but I don't know. People kind of love it. It is. There are sort of MIDI versions of some classic songs, like Camptown Races is in the game, in the original version of the game. Later re-releases of the game changed much of the music because of I don't know, copyright reasons. I'm not entirely sure why. So hopefully our Let's Play doesn't have any issues here. I don't think so. I don't know if anyone's a copyright on Camptown Races, right? Or anyone cares. I don't know. Maybe people care. I'm sure it's some other versions of the song. Oh, I will say that in the Pac-Mania, Pac-Man Fever smash hit LP that came out. If you actually look at that album, I know Pac-Man Fever itself is the big song on there, but every song on that album is different, related to a different video game. Track 2 is a Frogger song. It's called Froggy's Lament. Check it out. There's a link down below to listen to that. well worth exploring, in my opinion. After it came out, as soon as it came out, there were a gajillion clones of it came out. As I mentioned, Crossy Road would be probably the biggest, latest, adaptation essentially of the game. But at the time, there were clones at the wazoo. The one exception to note, because there was also 100 ports of the game, and some of them were really bad. Did you know that Sega, first of all, made their own clone of Frogger? They did. It was called Ribbit. Shameless Sega. But then also, independently, this is the story, is that independently developed at the same time, Activision was producing this game called Freeway, which sees a chicken crossing a road, which is obviously like a much more classic sort of idea than a frog crossing a road. But you may be familiar with Freeway, because that actually was a fairly big game as well. And I think that's most of what I wanted to say to sort of lead into what Frogger is all about. If you want to see a really good look at all of the versions of the original Frogger that came out, all of the ports, there's this good documentary that I watched on YouTube by Patman QC. So there's a link down below for that. Check that out. That is well worth it. Of all the ports, I think that the 2600, the Atari 2600 version is kind of maybe the most famous. They spent millions of dollars advertising their Frogger game and their Empire Strikes Back game. And there are some really cool Frogger commercials that they produced.
This is the new Frogger home video game, Ribbit. It's just like the arcade game, very lifelike. Ribbit. See, you have to hop Frogger past these cars and trucks. Missed. Ribbit. Past the snakes, onto the logs, and the alligators in the river. Ribbit, ribbit, and back home to his lily pad. Whew. Frogger is absolutely riveting. The new Frogger home video game. Bring it back to your pad.
Sega's arcade game, now a home video game from Parker Brothers, the ones to beat.
Today, I'm going to check out the original 2600 version, and then we're also going to play the Sega Genesis version. Yes, Genesis. So this game has been released and re-released many times, and it's been adapted and updated as well. In 1998, Majesco published a version of Frogger for the Sega Genesis and the SNES. Yes, I did say 1998. These are the last games published for the SNES and the Genesis. So the Genesis version of Frogger from 1998 by Majesco is considered one of the most accurate and faithful, I guess, arcade ports. And I think after that, if you wanted to play the arcade game, you would just play an emulated version of the arcade game. Also, the arcade game itself was such a big hit. Like, even though arcades have gone away predominantly, if you find anywhere with arcade games that has retro arcade games, they'll have a copy of Miss Pac-Man, and if they have anything else, they're probably going to have a copy of Frogger. So I think it's not like impossible to find the actual arcade game, and it's still extremely playable. It's extremely addictive. So, it's a well beloved game that has launched many a merchandise and seen some big success. I guess Parker Brothers did themselves make a Frogger 2. I don't know how they were allowed to do that. It had nothing to do with Konami. They made it themselves. And apparently it's not that great. I've never played it before. But there have been tons and tons of versions of Frogger, like I said. I personally remember playing the PlayStation 1 version of Frogger and thinking that it was like pretty top tier back in the day. I mean, I played it in the arcades as well. I never had a 2600. So I never played the Atari version. I don't think I ever did. Anyway, whatever. Like, we're gonna play it now. So the PS1 version, I will say, had like updated, awesome like 3D graphics, and it had like the smoothness of the PlayStation 1, which was pretty amazing at the time. But the gameplay was like essentially exactly the same as the original Frogger. So a cool game, basically. Okay. All that said, I think I am ready to hop in and play some actual Frogger. We're going to be playing it on RetroArch today because, it's 2026 and we're trying to play Frogger. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so that's our little intro music here. Hello. Oh, I gotta press start. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So we got cars. Maybe that's a race car. This one here is a race car. This purple one, and that's obviously a van. Oops. Sorry. So it looks like down at the bottom, I've got my lives. Sorry. I was trying to get. I was like, how can I get to that next log with the guy on it? Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to get to the bonus points and just try and make it out of here alive. It's not that complicated a game. I'm just not great at it, maybe. Oh, there was my dragonfly. I thought that was an alligator head. No, it's not. There we go. I got the thing. If you go off the edge of the screen to the left or right, obviously you do not make it. Yikes. Back down. It's tough, man. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank goodness. Okay. Happy little frogs in those little receptacles there. Uh-oh. Okay. So the toughest one to get is obviously that first one, right? There we go. The one on the top left. Oh, it's super easy to. Oh, look, there's a snake. It's super easy to just barely miss by a smidge. There's no give, you know. Okay, so I have 5 frogs, I guess, and we gotta wait through the intro music here. I'm gonna try not to suck now, okay? And we're gonna see what we can get in terms of can I finish at least one level of this game. So see those logs? They're going blue. They're about to go underwater. That's what I don't want to have happen to me while I'm on them. Okay. Oh my goodness me. That timing on that last jump, that's the hardest thing. There we go. We're looking good. Oh boy. Ba 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 ba. So unfortunately the 2600 didn't have the capacity to manage music, you know. Oh, I did it again. It's really tight. I think I just got to go a little bit later to get those like I'm just kind of jumping the gun, you know, on getting into the final the home base. Okay, this is a good one. There we go. It's that top left one. That's the one I should go for first, maybe. What do you think? Or is that like a bad idea? Come on. Hey, there we go. There we go. We got 3 frogs still. We're laughing. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not laughing, but we're doing okay. Now it's just a waiting game. Wait. Go. Woo! We got this, guys. Ba, ba, ba. And on the bottom right, that's a timer going down, right? Oh, look, there's so many more cars now. And there's alligators. You see the alligators? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I couldn't go on the alligators. I forgot. Oh, I'm such a fool. Okay, I'm going to go on the alligator, see if it works. Yup, it worked. There we go. Easy dub. I was after that bug, the frog, I mean. Okay, I can wait. Oh man, can I wait? Are these gonna go underwater? They're gonna go underwater. There we go. Can you earn an extra life in this game, I wonder? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Ah, the race cars are coming after me. Yo, we did it. Level 2 down. So, am I getting the Frogger vibe here? I think so. As I mentioned, coming up on the channel, we're going to be watching the Saturday Supercade cartoon version. Man, that is going fast. A cartoon version of this video game. Wow, that's tough. Like, here's a question. How would you turn this into a cartoon? Like, obviously there's some story here. Like, why does he want to get to the other side of the road? Do you include the sort of like, I would include him crossing a road, I don't know, I guess in every episode. But I know a very little. I do know a little bit about what the cartoon is about, and they added a ton of story that is certainly not seen here. But I think that you could make some kind of like if I were to just take this and try and distill sort of the core concept of like crossing a road for, you know, for a reason, right? In a show. I would probably make it either one, something is chasing you. So there's some reason, there's got to be a motivation, right, to get to the other side. And more than just to like, oh, I want to go to my home. Because why the hell are you on the other side of the road in the first place? If it's that dangerous where you live, come on. But in another way, you could have some sort of it's a fetch quest or some sort of a reason why Frogger has to, in every episode, get to from A to B with like crazy perils in the way. And every episode, he could have, it could be a different sort of series of obstacles along the way. And then maybe what you would do is like, I don't know. You have to incorporate him dying, don't you? Right? Not so you wouldn't make him die. You would make him like, it's got to be some sort of a reset. There's some sort of a, magical mechanic that like if he gets hit by a snake, he goes back to, the starting line. Or maybe it's like he lives in a video game world and this kind of thing is just like, that's just the world he lives in. That's just life. But he's under pressure. He's on the time limit, right? And if he doesn't make it in time, he doesn't, get the cake or get the dragonfly dessert or whatever it is, the thing that he wants, right? You got to add more characters, of course. Probably a girlfriend, right? That's what I would do. He's got to have a girlfriend that he's trying to rescue maybe from time to time, or maybe she's rescuing him from time to time. That would be good. Progressive, Anyway, that is not, from my understanding, what the storyline of the Saturday Supercade show is. What is this? Wow, it turned white. Sorry. You guys seen this? It's changing colors. This is just I'm not pressing any buttons, so maybe this is just a thing that the Atari could do. I believe it is, right? Like you could cycle through various color palettes. This is kind of cool. Interesting that it's just sitting here on this last like level that we were at here. Anyway, 831. I think that's fine. Let's try out the Sega Genesis version of this game and see if we can get past two screens. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay. Here is the Frogger version for the Genesis. I gotta say, that's a kind of a lame title screen. Great work, Majesco. Developed by Morningstar Multimedia. Konami and Frogger are trademarks of Konami. Official Frogger rules. Here's the rules, guys. Move Frog vertically or horizontally using your joystick. Object is to safely maneuver Frog to his home within the allotted time. 60 beats of the timer. Crossing highway without getting run over and cross river without falling in. Avoid traffic, deadly snakes, otters, crocodiles, and more. I don't know what it was. For each safe jump, 10 points. Safely arriving home, 50 points. For beating the timer, 10 points per beat saved. By escorting home the lady frog, 200 points. Gobbling an insect, 200 points. And 1,000 points for safely getting all 5 frogs home. Okay. There's our rules. Let's just hang tight one sec. I want to see if what that last bit of lore was on the first page. The rules, that is. Sorry. I want to just let it cycle through one more time. Morningstar Multimedia. They did the port, I guess. Maybe Majesco published this. I thought Sega had all like global publishing rights on Frogger, but I don't know. Avoid traffic, deadly otter, crocodiles, and other treacheries. Diving turtles. Yeah, we know that there's diving turtles. Okay. I can 1-player or 2-player, but the select button doesn't seem to be working, so that's fine. We'll just do 1-player. And here we go. Oh, nice. And then everything's off to the side here. And I can already move. Look at how good this is, right? Like, this looks good. Oh, I like this. Yo, that was so much cleaner. See, those turtles were going under, man. Did you see that? So you could actually see like how close I was. Like I just pressed it a little early, right? Hitting the edges there. Okay. Is that a dune buggy in the, Hey, Lady Frog? Like, this one on the second row is definitely a bulldozer. Whoops. Try and pay attention. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, we gotta try and get the Lady Frog, right? Escorting the Lady Frog home. This is clean, isn't it? Alright. I don't have so many lives, though, do I? Or did I already die? I think I had. I probably just died. Never mind. Booyah. Okay, level 2. So if you see on the bottom, if you see on the side there, it says the like below the frogs, there's 2 little green blobs. Is that my level? I wonder. Probably, right? Oh, Frogger, what are you doing to me, guys? You're killing me. Okay. I gotta ride the crocodile. Gotta ride the croc. Oh, see, there you go. Look up. Did you see that crocodile up in the top left of the screen? He's out to get ya. I'm not falling for it, Croc. Oh, I didn't know the turtles were gonna dive. What makes this game tough is that it moves, like it's like fast and slow movement, you know? Like, you're kind of, you want to just go, but it's not quite moving as fast as I would like. Okay, I'm going to try and get into this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. There we go. And I brought the lady frog with me. Get those bonus points. This is my last life, so not going so well. Yes, I know. Game over. That's fine. Final score. Oh no, the music is frozen. That's okay. We'll just play again. Game over. Ooh, ouch. That's cute. That's cute. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, so we have 5 lives. Yeah. During the Atari version, when the opening music was playing, I couldn't move the frog. I think that was a limitation of the Atari, though, right? The key, I think, with this game is probably largely patience, you know? Like, you gotta wait for that moment when it's actually clear. Okay, let's try to get the lady frog. Hello, lady frog. Come hang out with me. Okay, we gotta try for this farthest left one, right? There we go. Question. Why is the sand or the ground that I'm on purple? Why is that purple? Anyone have any ideas? See, I talk about going slow. Patience. Patience, young Padawan. Okay, wait. Now go. I think you just got to get a feel for it, you know? Alright. Level 2. Let's go. Come on, Frogger. Where are you? Where are you, Frogger? Apparently this game was called Frogger by Sega. Originally it was, in Japan, it might have been something else. Which I can believe, because I know someone who worked on Frogger. One of the later games, or actually a couple of them. And she worked for Konami. And it's kind of exciting. But it's interesting to see, like, they don't necessarily come in with, like, all the lore sorted out. And then the localization teams in, like, in the States have the, like, ability to, like, just make up stuff. So, like, oftentimes it's, you know, it'll be like a marketing person will have made up the, you know, just like made up, here's the lore for the game. Which is kind of interesting. Hey, we're on level 3. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Man, those bulldozers are going so fast. Okay, I gotta get through. Okay, here's my sweet spot here. Whoa! Oh man, hit by a truck. It's tough. It's tough, I tell you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. race cars are. Oh, there's a river otter. What did I... Sorry, did I get something? I assume the river otters just kill you if you touch them, right? I deserve that. I deserve that. Should we play one more time? Let's play one more time. Wah, wah, wah. Ouch, says the frog. I wonder how 2 players works. I don't think I can... It's not letting me go to 2 players for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Should we just see what 2 players is? It's probably just one than the other, right? Let's just see. Patience. It's a virtue. Okay, here we go. Ah. Okay. Oh, now we're on 2-player. I see. See on the screen there. Now the two up is highlighted. I'm gonna stop being bad at this game now. That's my plan. Player 1 is up. Whoa. Okay. Playing this game fast. I don't think this game is for me. I gotta be completely honest, guys. It's too freaking slow. It's making me kind of crazy. And those edges are like way too tight. Okay, we want to get the dragonfly. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. Here we go. Like, in theory, you should go fast for all of it except for this last bit, right? Ba 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 ba. Okay. There we go. Okay, finally level 2. Ba-ba-ba-bum. So, what would you do with this? Like, you could do kind of anything, right? Like, this could be... Oh, there, watch out for the croc. Or I guess they're alligators, aren't they? Oh, I missed the lady frog. Oh, I was going for that one. I think... Okay. Yeah, I think that I stand by what I was saying. Like, one, this game is definitely not for everyone. But also, if you had the option of, like, I get to make something out of this, you know, make a show out of this, I would want to incorporate the mechanics where I could, right? There you go. There you go. We're on level 3 now. Bum bum bum. And this is where we stop being able to cross the street effectively. Oh, okay, here we go. Bam, there you are. Hey, River Otter. I kind of want to die to the River Otter just to see what it... It's not going to look any different, is it? It's going to look exactly the same. Bam. Okay. Ugh. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Player 2. This is one of those classic games that you're really just competing for score, right? It would be cool if, like, whichever player you were, it, like, affected, you could affect the other player, like, Tetris style or something, like, I'm making more crocodiles appear or something on the next level, on your opponent's level. Like, I would say, considering what this game is, it's, like, genuinely kind of hard. But it's mostly kind of hard because, you gotta be patient. So, let's just see. Yeah, you jump on his head and you die. That was for science, people. Okay, this is it. We're gonna crush this. What you need is like unique animations. That would be the fun part, right? I seem to feel like in the PlayStation version, there were more animations. Okay, we're gonna have to go back, I think. Like, backtracking in this game is like, it's killing me, right? See? I have literally no patience. This is why this game is not made for me, I think. Like, I like that you can move around on the logs horizontally, and you can go back if you want to, right? That's a good thing, I guess. Here's a question. Do I ever get a 1-up? Ba-ba-ba-na-na-na-da. I assume this is my last life, or maybe I have one more on player 2. Should we go for the... No, let's go for this one. The middle ones, the easy ones. Oh, diving turtles! All right, this is our thing. This is our last life. We're on level 3 with player 2 as well. Nice. What do we got here? That's not a guy I can go on. Also, I gotta say, like, it's obvious, but like, frog should be able to clearly go in the water. What are they thinking? Uh-oh. Alright. If this be our end, let's do it with a lady friend. Goodbye. Okay, everyone, so that is Frogger, the original. Let me know if you played this game in the arcades religiously, if you had it on home consoles, what your favorite version of Frogger is, and what your memories are of this game. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. So long.